So hey there guys, I've just watched episode 8 of Vinland Saga. An interesting episode, that's for sure. Um, the reaction is in the description, go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. And I mean, yeah, the duel happened and as expected, Thorfinn lost. But at least he lost for pretty obvious reasons, because Askeladd is a smart-ass motherfucker. He knows what to do and what strings to pull. I mean, as I've said, he's a very, I didn't say it like that, but he's a very adaptive person who speaks words and acts the way he thinks is correct now. He's almost never honest or direct or straightforward. He's just as he needed to be. And Thorfinn was extremely strong, agile. He has tricks. He tried to cut the... What's up with my chair? He tried to cut the fingers, but I mean, Askeladd evaded that, though he lost his knife, his blade, and he tried to grab Thorfinn, but Thorfinn saw that and jumped away. And in the end, he just made Thorfinn angry. Of course, Askeladd remembers who the fuck is Thors, because Thors kicked his butt. Not just his, but he kicked everyone's butt around. He would probably kill basically like all of them, almost all of them, before dying himself. So of course he remembers the name, of course he remembers everything. But he said that specifically to make Thorfinn angry and reckless. And that just happened, yeah. And I also became angry at that moment. That's understandable. And then, when Thorfinn just went berserk, sneaky and agile Askeladd just did what he was planning to do before that. You know, when his fingers were almost cut, he tried to grab Thorfinn. But Thorfinn jumped away because he's very, very cautious. He does not want to have anything with Askeladd except for him being attacked, not Thorfinn. And yeah, he just got into the trap of Askeladd. He dropped him and like broke his arm. Didn't kill him again. And few times in this episode, Askeladd told this. It's not like a philosophy, but his opinion on slavery. I mean, he thinks that having slaves the way they are is wrong, because I mean, you're losing a lot of potential. You're using them wrong. I mean, of course, having this beautiful, it's just me saying, not like his philosophy. Having this beautiful girl and punching her. How? I mean, I understand it's not real stuff that we watched, but I think it happened during those times as well. Probably there was no these beautiful girls, you know, anime big eyes and blue and clean and blonde hair. Probably girls like that, they were like very, very young, because at those times, of course, there were different people, different genes. It's in our times, it's normal for girls to be fit, to have good health, to look at themselves. But at those times, at elder times, it was actually better for a woman to have some fat, because it's healthy. It's healthy. It helps you to survive. It helps you to give birth and everything. So of course, during those times, girls like that actually did not exist. Maybe like in a very, very young form of 13 years old girls, but grown up women, they were not like that. Not like cute little anime girls. But still, even that, just take normal, just standard woman of those times, still punching her acting with like, how do those men call them men after that? I mean, those were different times, of course. It's now we respect and love women, but those times people were probably like acting like swines. So yeah, I mean, some people act like that, uh, and at our time as well, but it was much worse previously. And I mean, I was speaking about other stuff. So Askeladd says that you can use people in a more appropriate ways, and you can manipulate them, and that's what he's doing. He's basically having this very angry kid that has a lot of potential, and he actually, yes, his potential. It's not like he has the potential. He's actively developing his skills, and he still have potential to develop them even further. And he doesn't work for gold, he doesn't work for fame, he just works to earn the honest duel, to fight Askeladd and to kick his ass in a proper, honest fight. But I mean, Askeladd never gives a proper, honorable, and honest fights. He always have some little shit here and there, always. Fight with Thor's. I mean, yeah, they fought for some time, but then Bjorn jumped out of it and took the boy. Of course, it was not like Askeladd's command, but still, Askeladd was planning to kill Thor's by way of archer to the face. Initially, he placed archers there. And that's how Thors was killed. It was not a fair duel. And I mean, basically, Askeladd kind of lost the duel. He just wasn't killed by Thors. And now as well, using all the tricks he can. And I don't blame him. I mean, he just survives. And I mean, I was asking, by the way, why he needs all that gold, where he spends it. So it turns out that he spends it on good life. He feeds himself good, like, oh, kill all the ships, I'm gonna eat them now, cause screw everything, I have gold. And his team members, crew members, he just spends gold to live a good life. That's it. No castles, nothing, no like Scrooge McDuck treasuries. Just eat meat and have wine and live like a swine. Yeah, but I mean, you're kind of gonna respect that because you live one life. Why wouldn't you live it like a good and a rich person and have all the fun? So yeah, he got kind of distracted. So what we started with? Let me watch a bit. Oh yeah, we started with Askeladd getting back to the village. So it is his place. It is the place of their origin, basically. An Iceland is not affected by wars and stuff, and I have a feeling it might get affected by wars at some point. And they arrive there, have fun, children, women, nice people. Again, I mean, of course, they're showing us normal people living here. If we don't count those pirates' deeds, them killing women and children previously, they look like normal guys. But we know what they did. And Askeladd is like a very, very respected person here. Which is not surprising, considering all his charisma and stuff, even though he's kind of getting old already. Not as old as Floki, though. Man, Floki's face looked bad. He's like an old SpongeBob. And a lot of fangirls. One of them is like this big. Jeez, I'm looking at the woman. So yeah, they sit there, and I'm wondering about the girl. So this girl, this young slave girl, is a slave that was taken. This anime actually has I'd say some little issues with character design, because I'm looking at this girl and she reminds me of many characters that I saw. She reminds me of a girl from the English village, even though she had like little dots, the skin thing. I remember that. I think she had those. She kind of reminds me of Ylva and other girls. There's like all girls look kind of similar because all of them. And in other anime, at least we have the girls with pink and blue hairs. You can kind of differentiate them, even though the designs are like basically completely the same. But here, they all look very, very similar. Blue eyes and blonde hair. So I don't know. I was like confused. So she's from some royal family or something, and she is Nord. I mean, fucking Viking, because she speaks the language of the Vikings. She was successfully speaking with Thorfinn. And I honestly hate that. I hate slavery. Slavery was the worst thing ever created by humans. I mean, we're basically doing that now with animals and stuff, but yeah, doing this with humans was even more inhumane and even worse. So yeah, he uses the poor girl. I mean, just imagine how bad she feels. And then they have the duel. I basically got through all the whole duel, and some girl really likes Thorfinn though. I mean, there's two girls. This is a good girl. This is a bad girl. This girl needs money. This girl needs boy. Needs good boy. So yeah, always pick good girls. If you can even pick them. Because it's not that easy. And yeah, they have a fight. Thorfinn is quite good. And Bjorn is quite impressed. But Askeladd is a smart son of a bitch. And he does the thing. He beats Thorfinn. But I mean, you guys better be prepared, because the next time you're gonna fight, it's not gonna be that simple. Thorfinn will not fall for this the next time. And it's gonna be a much more difficult fight. So Askeladd wins, have his, his like trademark grin. And goes away. And then we see Vikings fighting and eating and drinking, having fun. And Thorfinn is sitting in his father's boat, so he basically lives in there. That's a cute little moment. I was not even thinking about that. I forgot. I thought they just sold the boat or something, but they're still using this exact boat, and it's actually like a home for Thorfinn. So yeah, then we see the dialogue with Askeladd and some boy, and then poor girl falls down, and this fucker Glom, or what's his name, starts punching her with a fucking stick or something. Just fucker, I would kill his ass. And then we see such a beautiful scene as Thor's is like, "Oh, you cutie little crying baby, how are you? What you doing? I mean, feeling bad?" And it was such a good papa. But I'm really pleased to see him. I'm glad that we have him as a narrator, his voice, because I like his voice, and I'm glad we're still looking at him like he's kind of almost alive, even though he died. But still, looking at the man, looking at the character you love, is always amazing, and I really enjoyed. So he supported him. He joked basically around him like, "Papa said to not kill people. Are you killing people? Papa said to not have revenge. You're having revenge. Papa said there's no enemies, and you still have. I think you have enemies. You have to deal with that yourself, son." And then the girl comes in, and Thorfinn, Jesus. I understand it's the idea of the anime, but I would like him to be a bit more polite or something. I understand his hatred, I understand everything about him, but at least, I mean, this is a beautiful girl. Why are you so bad towards her? Like, oh, you're a slave, blah, blah, blah. Who speaks now? He's basically the same. He is the slave. He said, like, oh, if I were you, I would cut his throat and run away. Well, why wouldn't you cut throat of Askeladd and run away? No, it's not that simple. You're the same slave of Askeladd. Askeladd just uses you the same way. He just doesn't hold you. You're holding to him because you're dependent on him, and it's like you cannot run from him, not because of him, but because of you. It's like he's a slave but turned around. He's a slave of his own pride and his own ambitions and his own past, while she is a slave because she was taken. It's not by her will. And him acting like this towards her, I mean, I understand his just reason was raised by goddamn goons and pirates, that have nothing good in them, almost nothing good in them. So that's understandable why he acts like that. But to like him, I need a little bit more of some niceness in this guy. So for now, I'm just feeling kind of like awkward when he does like that. But I understand him. It's just my personal thing. Yeah, so they have dialogue, and he mentions the Vinland, and he kind of calmed himself, when he remembered about the Vinland. I am still wondering when this will finally be brought to the plot. Because it's all good, but what's about Vinland? It's good to live there. Oh. Goddamn Floki appearing and taking Thor's. It would have been so nice for the whole family to just run away, in America, in Vinland, and live a good life in there. And feed the monkeys. And then in the end, so I'm kind of not sure about what I saw. So we saw some person with blue eyes, with long blonde hair, and I instantly thought that this is the girl from the previous scene, because she looked exactly like that, blue eyes and blonde hair. But it seems like, no, it seems like this is some prince, or king or something. And we have another king, which is not King Harold, but King Harold is a brother of this guy, of a blonde guy. Maybe I misheard it. I'm gonna rewatch and understand it, but yeah. So, Your Majesty, and all this. Floki looking really bad. And they're marching to attack Britain. I don't know about you guys, but this prince, if it's a prince they're speaking about, it looks like a girl. Those eyes, they were, Ylva was having those, big and blonde eyes, and not eyes, but hairs on them. So as I've said, the character you cannot differentiate what the hell are you looking at. So I suppose they're speaking about this person and saying it's a prince. I don't know. We're gonna see. So Vikings, of course, they kill. Just fucking look at this picture. You see this good person? He kills a woman. He kills her. And there's a little child lower than her face. I cannot show you because the thing appears. She protects her child, and the motherfucking Viking kills her and her child. A woman and a child. How inhumane can this be? I just... You know, I don't like that. I do not like that. Vikings are bad in this one. I know English started first attacking Vikings with like naked butts and killing their women. English people did bad. But one thing, I mean, war is war. Stop killing civilians, god damn you. If someone did wrong, punish them. But don't fucking eradicate them, the people who are not wrong. I hate that. I hate that. So they go through the Gainsbourg to some places and then through Bristol and go to Londinium. Themesis, Anglia, Cantuaria, Vintania, Bristol. Bristol is okay. Everything else is weird. And they went to Londium. And the badass music started playing. And the gigantic Viking appeared and threw his axe and he killed like 10 people with it. It's like those jokes about Chuck Norris, Like Chuck Norris dropped the grenade and killed 10 people. And then it exploded. Something like that. Yeah, and that was the episode. I don't know when we're gonna see another duel. I don't know if we're gonna see this slave girl or not. Shit, what's up with my hair? Because this anime really likes to jump far. Because we just saw November, now boom, it's April or something. I mean, already winter has ended. And we're jumping without, having characters with us. So I don't know what happened with them. And it's bad. Because I want to cling to some good characters. Stupid pirates killing everyone. Yeah. And that's it. That was the episode. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.